you guys don't hear that, but if you do, sorry, not sorry. Oh, fuck, I forgot that we actually just had a massive honor guard. That's why we have a massive honor guard. I took these two places. We're gonna wait just a second for things to happen. Turn my phone on silent, make sure shit's going out as it should, all that sort of fun stuff. Ooh. Snap, crackle, pop my neck. Hot damn. Oh, that's weird. Why did it do that? Alright. Just hit that button. There we go. Alright. So, we do not have much more to go with this campaign. We have 3 factions remaining. However, one of them is Tau. My plan is to make a beeline through Orc territory, cut through 8, the Agamar Desert, and then swing into Orish-Tan. I think that's going to be my best bet, honestly, because I don't even so much care about capturing the spaceport. I care about making sure the Tau aren't a problem anymore. I have a couple of options for how I want to go about things. I don't really need any more squads of Crypt Warriors on my honor guard, though having a full-ass army going into any fight would be really funny. A forward base is useful because that cuts down on production time. And as the Necrons, it's like that's a big issue. Yeah, I'm thinking that we're going to hit Gorguts right down the center. Move over to 8 in the same breath. Then we'll maybe respond to whatever this guy ends up doing. I'm not sure. But the plan is then to loop back around on the next turn and take the forward base before, moving up into the Western Barrens and then up into Orish-Tan. What's special about these things? That it literally just you start with another squad of Builder Scarabs. Alright, weird. Crypt Warriors, Spaceport, nothing. Wraith, a single Wraith. Tomb Spider, nothing, and Bulwark. That's kind of the thing, like, we're at the point where it's like, we don't really have to get anything. Oh, wow. Fuck. I was actually hoping that that wouldn't necessarily work for him. So, there are 2 places where the Tau can go and attack, and I'm not a fan of them going to either one. So, we have more than enough requisition to just absolutely ensure that our primary base of operations will be locked down no matter what. The only other place that this guy can attack from the location he's at is the Rayan jungle here. So we're going to reinforce this location as well with a full contingent of warriors. And because I know how the Tau operate and they have some vehicles, we're also going to grab a squad of immortals to sit there and just kind of guard the area. They're not limited to the areas that are directly adjacent to them by any stretch, but I want to make sure that he doesn't start getting greedy and think that he can actually start taking any of these places. But I need to continue my own offensive. I cannot focus solely on hindering him. I have to go about my own offensive. And Gorguts is not weak right now, but he's not as strong as he could be. He just had a pretty nasty failure of an offensive against the Barons. The desert, sorry. The Barons are here. So our entire honor guard is set to go. We have warriors, pariahs. Like, we basically have our entire retinue of fucking units right here before we've even built a base.
Those opposing warlord Gorgut's headhunters Green Tide faced the same challenge the Tau had faced on Cronus for generations. Pushing the orcs back from the deserts and cities was one thing, but dislodging them from the jungle was another altogether. Even the legendary Tau leader, Commander Farsight, had failed to purge the orc-infested swamps of the Green Coast. Still, a complete purge wasn't necessary to break Gorguts. The warlord had cobbled together his great horde, or Wa, in the parlance of the alien, from a large number of fractious clans and tribes. So long as the warlord led the Wa to victory, their clan's loyalty was assured. But with enemies assailing them in their very homes, discontent reared its head among the orcs. Secondary chieftains wondered if they might not make better warlords than Gorguts. With these fissures in the Wa widening, the orcs' enemies struck. They drove deep into the Green Coast, hoping to eliminate Gorguts himself and plunge the horde into infighting and rebellion. For Warlord Gorguts, the only solution was to crush the attackers under unrelenting waves of orc warriors.
Hell yeah. I love the orcs so much. They're goofy as hell. Just wait until you listen to them talk. I say they're goofy as hell, and then we open with someone hanging from a noose. God.
You can sneak about without me boys seeing ya? You think you can come for me, Ed? Orcs is never beaten in battle. Shot at ya, grot! The rest of them are coming and we got to be ready. Tell the boys there's some killing to do. I made them big banners to remind the clans that they better keep their boys in line. I don't want no squigheads looking to fight me when the enemy's right here. Gorguts is the war boss. Got it, you mudsuckers? This here voicey box let him talk to ya. So open your ears. Listen up, ya grots and squids. They's coming for us like we some kind of humy kids. But we ain't. We's the orcs, and this here is gonna be one great fight. So get your choppers and your shooters ready, boys, cause there's some killing to do. Head crushers, you ready? Foot stompers, you squeakers and socks ready? Anna boys, you wanna fight? Rocket Rangers, you in it or what? And what about yous, quick mix? You gonna let these other runts get all the good fighting done? That's right. We gonna crush 'em all. This here is a right and proper war.
God, I love the orcs so much. I love how that goofy fucker walks around. Alright, so.
Has arrived. We come for you. Death. You look more like a human who needs some feeding, metal boy.
We exterminated all life on this planet once before, and we will do so again.
That was before me war got here. Now we the
I've never actually, like, gotten this far in the campaign as the Necrons before, because, like, they're not a great beginner faction for the game by any stretch. So I've never heard the back and forth between them before, but I absolutely love it. Really? I would really rather not lose my fucking... Okay, and we lost the destroyer. I'm not surprised. That happens a lot with vehicles. You usually have to spend a lot to maintain a vehicle retinue. Attack the fucking Killacan. That's the biggest threat that they have at us right now. Like, Killacans are the only, like, vehicle unit aside from the super unit that I think that I'm actually worried about when it comes to these guys. God damn it. Who's shooting us? Is it fucking... Oh, it's... There they are. Jackasses. They invisible, that's why. It's fine. I'm not worried about this assault at all. This is actually not that difficult of an assault to win, even on higher difficulties. I know I've gotten a little bit of shit before for running at lower than hard difficulty. But it's like, this assault is actually just not really the hardest thing in the world. Let's get another group of warriors down in there just to kind of, you know, hold the enemy. Warriors are our bread and butter. So, utilizing them is kind of what we need to do. Though, if you've been here since part 1 of this last week, you know that. Warriors are OP as fuck, and all this really comes down to is ensuring that you are building not so much quickly, but a lot of this is defense. A lot of playing Necrons is playing on the defensive until you are finally amassed to go and fight. They lend themselves very well to the way I play RTSs, which is exactly like that. I like to build up for a while and then strike when I am at or close to full power. Okay. And we're going to loop around this corner. And we're going to take... Oh, wow. I would say there's a lot of them, but these are just regular orc boys. So it's like I'm not... Yeah, see. Yep. Alright, who's we got? Because I'm going to go capture those other points just around the corner. Let's send these guys over here. Send these guys down and around over to here. They'll act as an early warning system. And we'll just give... that should round me out to 100% of my build speed so that we are building at the speed we should. But... yeah, like, the only thing that orcs really have over any other faction is the fact that they are melee gods. Like, once you get into a melee combat with orcs, like, you gotta be fucking careful and you gotta watch your units because they will murk you like nothing else. Okay. No, we're not. Not yet, at least. So, having the flayed ones, like, flayed ones are actually probably going to play a heavy part, as well as another squad of pariahs. While we can't beat them in melee, we can absolutely break their morale, which is going to be what gets us the upper hand in any melee fight. Okay, this one is all set. Cool. And then this will be where I construct our defensive turret line. I could loop up around and take this one, but that'll get me into the aggro of a lot of the enemy, and I don't really want to deal with that yet. Cool, these are all set. Let's take these guys and build ourselves the all-important turret emplacements. Nice. Our power station is coming online nicely. I want to get power output set up before we get... Oh, how's this looking over here? They're fine-ish. Yeah, that turret's almost done. They'll be fine. I ain't worried about them. I should be, probably, but I'm not. Yeah, and then what? The moment any of their shooters get in range, it's like they can't beat me in a range fight. They can beat me in a melee fight. So if I can try and keep them at range, that's going to be my best bet. Meaning I've got to get some flayed ones that'll be able to get up in there, keep my enemy at bay, keep them occupied. There we go. Our defensive emplacement is coming along nice and pretty. All right. All right, I'm going to send a group of builders back to start building out my base more, aside from just energy production. All right, and this is almost done. Sweet. Let's send them back as well to get started on our Forbidden Archive. That's another power generator done, and... Oh. Pardon? Why are they going that way? What? That makes no fucking sense. I mean, hey, I got a half-decent scout of the area, I guess, but... Why would they go around that way? I don't have a problem building more scarabs. I'm just kind of... Oh no, two of them did get around. So one of them went that way. Why did they do that? Pathfinding this game is funky. Yep, more power generation. Cannot yet afford that because we need an awakened monolith. Kind of neglected my monolith building, but it's okay. We were raising our cap and raising our fucking build speed so that we can construct things faster. Alright, nice. That's all set. That's going to be done soon, TM. I don't want to build this right here, but we're gonna just to get more power generation, because that is the only resource we need, so ensuring that we have it. Oh, what's happening? Oh yeah, they're not. They're dead. They never stood a chance. Yep. Destroy their fucking war track. There's 2 of them. That's... that research did finish, though, so we're doing more damage and have more HP, so I'm not worried. Okay. A 3rd one showed up. So let's send the Immortals on over there. Why are you going that way, you idiots? Alright, have them retreat back to this line. Have we lost anyone? No. Yeah, have them retreat, that way our fucking defensive emplacements are doing their job. Cool. I'm gonna keep these guys over here, though, because, you know... If they're sending like, I've only seen them sending their war tracks up that side, so I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure if that's the only way they're going to be sending them, but I think it is. Then build the useless building back and away from things. It's not useless, it does things, but it's like, it doesn't actually do anything of use whatsoever. Yeah, we'll keep building these. Power generation is the name of the game at the end of the day. And do we want to get another squad of Immortals so that I don't have to have my Honor Guard ones over here? Not yet. I'm going to get another group of Necron Warriors and a group of Flayed ones. That'll take us to 15 out of our total cap, and then 4 of those will be going towards a team of Pariahs. How are we looking over here? Ah, they're sending over a different squad of boys this time. Okay, they're fine. Yeah, get a proper squad of Flayed ones. That way we have an actually full squad of them, as opposed to just a kind of, not a half squad, but kind of a half squad. It's not the size of a full squad, I'll say that. Alright, and there we go. Resurrection Orb is going to be the next one, as well as Phylactery. We are actually nearing the end of our primary base construction. Our army is going to be... That was quick. Like, I just heard noises. And it was like, what's that? And unlike I usually do, I'm not going to have my... Like, I'm not going to hold on to my Flayed ones to have them pop up in the middle of a group of enemies. I'm just going to spawn them myself. Just so that I can get them reinforced immediately. And we have an energy core, which will require the monolith to finish engaging. Alright, 500. Oh. Okay. Need the engaged monolith for that too, which is fine. And then we'll get a couple of vehicles. I'm mainly thinking heavy destroyers. Like, it just heavy destroyers. Yeah. Dope nasty. Get our core. and immediately get the upgraded power research. We don't necessarily need it, but ensuring that we have excess power out the yin-yang for later is kind of what we're doing that for. How's it looking? Didn't even get... Thanks, Gorguts. Thanks for granting me such an honor. I can't believe it. Pappy Gorguts is gonna put me on top of his pointy stick. Yes, that is intended to sound like that. So destroy the Head Crusher's banner. Yeah, like, the big thing about this is that you can actually drastically weaken your enemy by just destroying these banners that they have sitting around. Bop. 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 10, 15, 20. Cool. And that is our unit cap met. I'm actually going to do a aggressive 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. God damn it. Then no, we're not going to get that yet. We're going to wait until our we're going to wait until our energy is caught up with us. Yeah, I think this is enough. Generating 10 per. But then you apply the research that I've gotten, which has just increased that by, like, roughly double. 3, 6. Fast-moving unit, good for destroying enemy vehicles or bases. That's the entire point. I'm going to send these guys through and just sweep my opponent of any of those vehicles or bases or banners that they put so much stock in. I'm just going to send a squad of destroyers out to hunt them down. So I'm going to move these guys actually up against the wall. Make it a little bit easier for my destroyers to get around, because otherwise their pathfinding will never actually get to where I want them to go. Yeah, this works. This will be 12, and then this one will be 15, which will be roughly the amount that I want. I think to fill it out, we're going to grab ourselves a Tomb Spider, and we're going to set it to something. Actually, you know what? I'll just keep it as is and just use it to round out my boys. Tomb Spiders are useful, but not so useful that I'm not just gonna sacrifice them if it gets me what I need. All right, and bada bing, bada boom. Raiding party all set. Let's have them swing on. Go deal with that base that I saw right away over here. Nope. Don't pay them no need. Actually, you know what? No. Since there's a bunch of enemies right there. Come on, boys. Ghouls! The boys are here. Get out of there. Come on. Come on. Please. I'm trying to lead them into my fucking units here. Because these guys are great against vehicles, not so much against other units. So I'm just going to have them run away. Let my turrets, let my boys handle the orcs as they stand. And then I'll just go in with everyone else. Do they need to be reinforced? No, they do not. That was the wrong button. There we go. No one else has been selected. Hostiles more or less eliminated. Fuck it. We'll outfit the Tomb Spider with anti-unit weapons. That way we're, that way we have something that can handle the orc problem. Proper. Poop. I do not like your workers. Your workers are annoying me. Get them out of here. Oh yeah, there we go. That was a... Outfitting the Tomb Spider with the weapon that murders infantry was a great idea.
Come here so's I can kill ya.
I don't want this raiding party to be able to win this on its own. But it wouldn't be the first time I've won the orc fight with what I send as a raiding party. Did we destroy that fast?
Go, guys, ain't so tough. Get him. Ain't no grot lovers.
Hell yeah.
Come on, boys.
Instantly.
The head crushers is rebelling.
I can see that, you squid farmer. Shut your yap and get back to killing.
But killing who, boss? Oh, the big banner is gone. The big banner is gone. I'm the boss now, so shut it. Head crushers, we's on our own now.
Deal with his honor guard units, because I do not have the patience for him. Destroy their defensive emplacements, that way I don't have to deal with harassing fire when we move through later. Now we need to go hunt for the other banner location. I'm not capturing anything because this is a raiding party. We're not here to capture things. Also, they can't. If these were sentinels, I could do that. But, they're not sentinels. Destroy the... What? Which banner? Ah, that one.
What you doing, Rocket Rangers? They's coming for ya. Attack!
There's the spider. I was like, where's it at? Is it attacking things? It is attacking things. Come on. The one downside of this being a raiding team and the way that I've set it up is that it's only it's only heavy destroyers. I didn't think to bring any regular destroyers because I didn't think I would need them. I'm beginning to think I should have probably swapped one of my heavy destroyers out for just a regular one. That way I could do more damage against regular ass infantry. But we're here. We've made these choices. Okay. Now we're gonna go deal with the Rocket Boys banner over here. That is indeed what the banner says. Yes. Oh, and they're already dead. I was like, I see people are getting attacked over there. Are they alright? And yeah, they're fine. There we go. Let's take out the boys that were, until a second ago, invisible. But, because the fucking big heavy knob leaders can detect infiltrated units. Hence why I destroyed the banner. Alright, one of my heavy destroyers has taken very heavy damage and is looking not great. But that is fine. Yeah, deal with their turrets and such. Deal with their power generation. Also, wipe out their workers. Do not let them escape. I do not want their Gretchens to be able to do things. Woof! Hey, ZT, how's it going? Why in the world are you staying up so... Why in the world are you still up, man? Take care of yourself. Get some sleep. I appreciate you stopping in. But if you're able to, please get sleep. 5 hours over 24 hours. That's nuts, man. I decided to open today's stream by going right down the gullet of the orcs. Taking care of these guys. Something I learned when I fought them as Tau is that they're actually very susceptible to raiding parties. Like what I'm doing here with just a small team of guys that are good against vehicles and such going through. Orcs just, they can't handle it. You go through, destroy the banners, call it good, and then you bounce. Alright. The choice is, so I absolutely want to take this here. Yeah, we'll get a...
One more red for me, stick.
There's my spider. Deal with the people shooting at them. Well, me and the girlfriend spent 8 hours creating character for a one-shot because she kept arguing with me on stuff and insisting she was right, and then she had me sleep on the couch because she didn't want to sleep in the same floor as me. That's... I'm sorry, man. That is... Yeah, that's rough. I am very sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that. What, is it a one-shot for, like... D&D, or... some other property? Oh, wow. Why are... frame rate dipped for a second. Weird. I brought all my workers over here because I'm going to build another base in this area. If I can. If I'm able to build a base here, I'm going to. And then I'll capture the other points that I passed by on the way. What? What? Who did? I didn't do that. I didn't blow up no banner over here. What the fuck? Mutants and masterminds. Oh, okay. I have never made a character for that setting, but from what I've heard, it can be a rather complex. Like it is a rather complex system. Here, you know what? While I have my boys here. So the exact descriptors we fought over were regeneration and variable powers. Wow. Come on, please. There we go. Okay, that one did heal up nicely. Let's keep it healing. Perf. Now, am I able to build? I can absolutely build another base here. Perfect. I love it. You love to see it. And one thing that I've actually learned to do, specifically from the Imperial Guard, is if you really want to hold a relic, build as many buildings around it as possible so that your opponents have to, like, wade through and destroy a bunch of other nonsense buildings while your listening post just keeps getting pot shots. Like, the way I did it yesterday was, like, I put 4 turrets around the obelisk, or around the listening post, and then built a bunch of buildings around that, so that there were 2 rings of other buildings they had to get through before they could even start hurting the fucking listening post. Okay, I think the two teams that I liberated before this are just wrecking Gorguts' shit for me now. I'm not gonna complain. That's funny. But I am actively confused. Alright, how's he looking? He's looking good. Nice. Oh, a strategic point decay did it. Don't care. She didn't want to put regen at a reasonable and easy number like 5 or 10, which have you regen conditions at 1 tick every other round, or 1 tick every round, and wanted 4 or 6, and was fighting me over the pattern of healing because it didn't do 4 or 6 ticks in 10 rounds, because just healing 1 every 2 ticks, regen 4, or with 6, it had to be a strange string of healing. Ah, okay. I think I understand. There may be some conceptual stuff I'm not getting, but that's just because I'm not familiar with the system. I think I understand where the problem was. It also procs if she's getting hit with electricity. Okay. Nice. Let's actually research the Nightbringer. That way I can, you know, use the relic I captured. I'm going to be turning this one into the one that moves, though. Not the one back there, just because I can make this one move and then teleport it into my opponent's gullet. I'm also going to send these workers back to whence they came. In a good way. Perfect. Let's set that up right nicely right there. Not gonna... no, I did just say I wanted to restore this monolith, didn't I? Not yet, though. That's the thing. It's like I want to wait just a little bit because I don't want to waste that. Nice. We'll upgrade that, and then I'm just going to send these guys back to prime, to base prime. Like, there are other, like, listening posts I could capture and all that other nonsense, but I'm not really going to worry about it right now. We're going to focus on just getting ourselves set up with what we need in these outer reaches, get our listening posts nice and fortified. Then with the variable powers, it lets you change your powers as a standard action, and she wanted 2 different powers in 1 power, and I was trying to explain that they need to be separate for building purposes and how she wants to do them. And she says that's not how it is written in the book. Also for reference, I'm the GM. Gotcha. Sounds a little bit like... A little bit, not exactly, but a little bit like the time of my roommate and I tried to learn the classless Bleach RPG. I say try, that we succeeded, like that we did figure it out. But my God, it's insane. We never ended up running that just because the system is so goddamn. The system is really, really, really complex. Alright, let's send these guys up north here and deal with the ones that liberated themselves, but are very clearly intent on sending enemies at me. I thought their banner was already wrecked. Nope, nope, nope. Deal with the looted Lehman Russ first. That will deal far more damage to us than any of their mechs can. A lot of the stuff that was here was already destroyed. I just had to come up here and finish it off. T-posing Gretchens. Gotta love it. I mean, not T-posing quite. Mutants and Masterminds is all point buy, which is nice, and the only hard part is building powers because it's all Lego, but you change things to fit your character. Okay. Fucking... Yeah, when I say Bleach RPG, I do mean like the fucking anime manga used to be one of the top 3 in Jump Bleach. It's called classless because it uses the Pathfinder way of doing things where everything is feats. That was honestly to be a little bit expected. I'm honestly surprised they didn't start attacking that much sooner. Just destroy these, and then I'll send these guys down there to deal with whatever's doing that. Will they get there in time? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, and anytime they try and send anyone at the relic, they're just going to fall. For example, for a ball of light, it would be ranged X plus damage light X. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't think they're going to get there in time. I don't think these guys are going to get down here in time. But now they have actual enemies that have shown up, so they're going to prioritize killing them instead. Where did these guys come from? Did I miss a spot where enemies were? Probably. There's probably something up here I missed. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get one of my groups of builders over here to repair this shit. And we're going to send... Let's grab our pariahs, our flayed ones. We're going to send these guys up over this way to check out whatever is still spawning units at me. Meanwhile, I'm going to send these guys to the south where I saw units coming from to deal with wherever they came from. Which one's this? Burna Boys. Cool.
You Burna Boy kids, they right there. Get a burning.
Oh, wow. Come on, deal with the buildings, deal with the vehicles. There we go. I don't need y'all to deal with the fucking infantry. X is the number of ranks you want to do, and the more modifiers, the more it costs per rank. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah. That sounds very... That sounds very... similar to the way Vampire the Masquerade does things. Not exactly, but like, much, like, more similar to that. I'm trying to think of other systems that I played that sound similar. And that's the one that's coming to mind. Because Vampire the Masquerade is very much like you get like 1 XP per session, and to rank up in anything or to get another pip in any of your abilities, you need to spend XP proximate to what would be required. Okay, I don't know what happened to my fucking... Thankfully, the infighting led to this being much easier than it probably should have been. Where did you come from? I guess they were sending enemies to deal with something. Funny. Oh, okay. So the difference between the systems is that Monsters and Masterminds is D20 as opposed to Dice Pool. Got it. More of you. Alright, yeah, these guys are coming from somewhere over this way. Now, where are these jack wagons coming from? Alright, so this leads to this ridge here. Oh. Deal with the Gretchens. Do not... Ah, okay. This is where they were. Man, I love how every building that the fucking orcs have has guns on it. It's funny. They're not strong, they don't do great damage, but it's like every single building they have has guns on them. Alright, so I'm going to have these guys sit here for a second while I take this team and have them move further north. Why in the world are you over here? Get over there and fix the damn... That's where they went. I was wondering why they weren't over there already. Now I'm going to have these guys travel up here, because I'm pretty sure I missed a small base that was up here, but I don't think it was nearly as big as the other one. Yeah, I would liken powers to a weird version of thaumaturgy and how you put it together, but another important thing for Monsters and Masterminds is that you have to build around a power level, so leveling up is not done like XP systems in other games. Okay. So, like, you don't just level up, per se. Oh, yeah, I missed some things over here. Cool. Alright, I'm going to send this group of boys back to the middle over here. And then I'll have them regroup with whatever is left of the strike team. Once I have them finish up wiping out the batters in the other camps so that we can just go right into Gorguts' lair. Nope, not there. Over here. I want to come in from behind. Oh, why are they going in through here? Oh, because I've already more or less taken care of this. Deal with the turrets and we'll call it good. Now, I know that... I'm not sure if it's in this one, or if it's in the next game, or if it's in Soulstorm that they had a fucking Squiggoth hut. The boys' hut! For example, a power that you can roll can't have an attack and effect that adds up to twice the power level in ranks. But if it doesn't allow a save, it is capped at the power level. Okay. Mutants and Masterminds sounds like a... Mutants and Masterminds, duh. It sounds like a really interesting system, and I've wanted to get into it for a while. It's just not one of... In our group, it's not one of the games we've ever played. Instead, we played Lancer, Pathfinder, D&D. I ran Rogue Trader for a while. The one of the several RPGs made by Fantasy Flight for Warhammer 40k, and personally my favorite. Ah, this is where the Squiggots were kept. He was one shot away from death. Big funny. What is shooting us right now? Some big gun is hitting my boys, and I don't know what it is. I'll have them go over there once they deal with the small fry here. Nah, actually. Let's have them finish up this camp here. There we go. Destroy the Wa banner. Alright. Cool. Now, you lads will meet up with the rest of the team. This is my group's second time with the system when we play Vampire, D&D 5e, Dark Heresy, Deathwatch, and we used to play Pathfinder a bit more. A bit being 5 years. That's fair. Once Pathfinder 2nd Edition came out, everyone in our group that was playing Pathfinder switched over to that. Pathfinder, for me, has never been... I appreciate Pathfinder. I've never really been able to get into it proper. I love the idea of a classless system, quote-unquote, where it's like, you don't have to... Like, leveling up is much more in your power, I guess is how I would say it. I'm not sure. I'm probably not making any sense. The one time I played Pathfinder 2e, it super didn't... Like, I had a very bad experience for it. The problem I have with Pathfinder is it doesn't allow for quote-unquote organic character building, I feel. Sorry, Pathfinder has classes. It's very heavily feat-based. Classless RPGs are something that I find interesting in concept. I need to play one, but regardless, like, my first experience with Pathfinder 2e was very much not a positive one. Not the fault of the DM or anyone involved. It was because the character I made just didn't work. And but like, I was trying to build them organically, and the problem with at least 2E, which is the one I have more experience with. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, I have more experience with 2E than I do first edition, I would say. I've actually finished a campaign in Pathfinder second edition. Ah, Gorguts. Murder? Murder. Yep. And there we go. Yeah, you gotta take the feats that would fit your class. And I did, mind, in 2E. It's just that the build that I went was, like, hardcore not... It didn't work, and I didn't realize that it wouldn't work until it was too late. And the campaign we were running wasn't really long enough for us to justify... like, a full rebuild of the character top to bottom. But no, when I'm talking classless, what I mean is, I'm gonna use the Bleach system as an example. Oh, I love Gorguts so much. But what I mean when I say classless is the way Bleach worked was, which, mind you, this fucking system is insane. Like, the guy, people, I don't know if it was one person or several that made it, but they went ham. Like, it is legitimately classless. You can't pick a class and just have it work. You've got to actually take feats, and everything you do is taking feats. And it lets you build out into this crazy mass. I want to try and run a game in that system, but at the same time, I very much would rather be a player than a DM in the system because, yeah, the system is the only one I've ever seen that I can say genuinely intimidates me. If I can compress the file, I'll probably post the Bleach classless RPG on the Discord later today. I'm just going to need to see if I can compress it enough. It's a very interesting system, and I applaud the people that worked on it because they put in an absolutely monstrous amount of work. Yep. Gotta get ourselves a destroyer so that we can continue. He didn't survive very long the last time, but that's because they immediately sent in tank busters, so it was like kind of hard to keep him around. I'm gonna go take a quick piss break. I'll be back in a second. Found the full equation for power cost in M&M. It's PC equals base effect cost plus extras minus flaws times rank plus flat modifier. All right. So, while I was in the bathroom, I saw someone make a post about the the Tesla Cybertruck, which, if you like the look of it, I'm not going to get into fucking Tesla or what I think about them as a company or anything like that. That's not what I'm here to do. I will, however, talk shit about the Cybertruck because, like the design or not, you can tell it was not engineered by people that actually understand how physics works. Because if they did, A, they would understand that that truck is not at all street legal given how it's currently designed. And B, you would understand that there's a reason bumpers are rounded. There's a reason that cars have rounded edges. It's not because it's just a design aesthetic that works. It's for safety. See, there's a reason why we got rid of things like hood ornaments on cars. Because hood ornaments, back when in their heyday, would act as either a projectile if they weren't fastened properly in the event of a crash. I'm going to get into why I think it's designed why it's not just designed poorly, but I think it is designed lethally. This thing is a lethal weapon driving on the roads, more so than a car usually is. Because a car is already... Oh. What the fuck just happened? Oh, that was weird. Sorry, everything kind of went bunk on my end. But cars are designed with rounded edges for a very specific reason. It's designed not to break apart, but they're designed with rounded edges to also... It's kind of hard to describe this without having a visual in front of us. But when a car hits somebody, they're designed in such a way so that the body will roll over the car so that it won't... The person is not taking all of the impact on themselves. They roll across the car, distributing the force that they would otherwise be taking. I'm going to be explaining this part a little poorly. But to understand really why the Cybertruck is a problem, all you have to do is look at that front edge. A, it's not designed to break apart, which is stupid. That is poor design. There's a reason why those breaking points are in cars. It is for safety. Designing them without that means that you have now created an actual, cars on their own are like hollow point bullets traveling down the road. You have now created a full metal jacket on this car, which is a bad thing. But that front edge, the bumper being that edge, the reason that's a problem can be attributed to a very simple analogy. And it's about cavalry sabers, actually. Cavalry sabers were never sharp. Deliberately, they weren't sharp because they would lose their edge within seconds. Cutting through people, dulls a blade. So they didn't sharpen their cavalry sabers because they didn't have to. Force magnified along a thin edge, even if that edge flares out a bit after the actual edge portion, will cut somebody in half no matter how, if you're going fast enough, you'll just cut people in half. If the concept version of the Cybercar or the Cybertruck made by Tesla is approved for street legality, we might as well pre-build the first memorial to a fucking school kid that gets fucking beheaded by this thing. These things are fucking dangerous. And I do not appreciate, it's a concept. No, I don't give a shit. If your concept isn't in any way road legal, why are you making the concept? There's no practical purpose for it. A car is not a piece of art. A car is a tool. It is a tool with very lethal applications. Unintended lethal applications, but lethal applications. And you have to design them accordingly. You wouldn't make a gun that would shoot, that has a 10% chance of blowing up in your face just because it looks nice. People don't do that. If, like, I get wanting style points, but ultimately, when it comes to cars, you're not the only one on the road. You will never be the only one on the road. You gotta have that safety. There has to be that safety. Because it's not so much that you'll fuck up. What if someone walks in front of you, like, jaywalks? Happens all the time. People get hit jaywalking. That's what happens. It's an inevitability of owning, not so much that you will hit a person, you individually, but it's like there's this risk inherent here. And the way we design cars is made to minimize that risk, not maximize it. So, again, that's all I'm going to go into it. I'm not going to fucking shit talk Tesla, the company. Whatever your opinions on them, have them. Not here to tell you anything. I'm not here to tell you what to think about Tesla as a company. That's not my place. That's not my job. And I don't want to do that. I just like shit talking their Cybertruck because it's dumb. It's one of the cars. It's one of the moral dilemmas of self-driving cars. Yeah, like like self-driving cars are. Man, I really, really, really want self-driving cars to be a thing that exists because, oh my God, that would... America especially is a country that was kind of designed around vehicles. So you have these vast open swaths of space where if you don't own a car, you're fucked. Like, you are just boned. There's nothing you can do. Our public transportation infrastructure is just not there. It is if you're in, like, New York City. But even the moment you go out into the outskirts of New York State, you're fucked if you don't have a car. So I think self-driving cars will be a very... It's weird to say it'll increase accessibility to transport, but for people that ordinarily wouldn't be able to drive themselves or don't have the services available to get rides places, I think it'll be pretty vital. But there's the inherent problem of self-driving cars where you have to be able to program for every corner case. Because if you don't... I am very bad at explaining things today. My brain's kind of jumbled, if it's not obvious just from the way I'm talking. I slept very poorly last night. But if you can't account for all the corner cases, people will die. Because at the end of the day, a car is a bullet that you drive, like, a car is a massive bullet that you drive down the road at 60, 70 miles per hour. And yeah, if you hit somebody, odds are they're going to be turned into paste. I've seen what happens to deer when they get hit by a semi. I've seen the aftermath. I'm not so morbid that I would search out a video of that on my own, but I've seen the aftermath of it. Self-driving cars are cool, but we need to decide how to choose their decisions with accidents, such as do you program them to hit people if swerving would cause more damage and potentially hurt more people? Yeah, like that's kind of the thing. It's like, how do you account for such things like that? And I'm not entirely sure if there's a perfect way we can. Now, granted, if every single car on the road was an autonomous vehicle, there may be a way that you could kind of fix this. But at the end of the day, there are still going to be corner cases because people still have to be involved. There will always be the human factor in these things. You can't get rid of it. And the moment you add that in, you add in a variable of unpredictability that binary computers, like what you would have to put in a self-driving car, are not equipped to handle. We don't know how to miniaturize a quantum computer yet, all right? We can't put superposition, like we can't put fucking superconductors? Is that what they're called? We can't provide the fucking quantum superposition that a quantum computer would have that allows them to account for such uncertainty. That's not how small computers that go in cars work. For one, we aren't able to miniaturize the technology yet. Probably never will, just because of how easy it is to knock something out of superposition. My knowledge of quantum computing is very limited, and I do not understand it. But I know enough to be dangerous to myself and others. Yeah, it's like I don't want to poo-poo what is essentially the future of technology, because end of the day, self-driving cars are probably going to be the route that we take. We've opened the box. We have opened Pandora's box. It's not something we can't just put the genie back in the bottle, right? But it's important that we figure out how to do it right. We gotta make sure it's done right. We don't know how to make actual AI yet, which is a problem, but when we do, I hope we forget to program malice and the like. I'm not entirely sure if that would be something we would have any control over. Because a true artificial intelligence, to be able to be considered an intelligence, I would think, and I may be wrong here, would almost have to be able to evolve and change on its own. I would think. At that point, we're getting into programming, and I 100% do not know enough to even form I can't even form an uneducated guess on when it comes to programming, especially in the department of AI, because I just do not know enough. And as much as I know what I believe, I don't want to make actual claims if I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, cool. We got them moving around, doing all nonsense. Then we don't have to worry about malice because those are human concepts and an AI wouldn't be human. That is true. Anything that we would be able to create or identify as an artificial intelligence would inherently be an alien concept to us and would simply not think about things in the way we do. It's one of the things I actually love about artificial intelligence, because that is one thing I do know. It's like, if we are successful in our endeavor to create an artificial intelligence, it would be unrecognizable to us, and we may not even realize that it's an intelligence at first. Just because of how humans examine intelligence as a concept. I find that bit very, like, personally fascinating. Okay, they're still capping that. They finished on this. We're going to be running afoul of our power grid, so let's fix that. That's upgrading, and that is upgrading. That's already upgraded. Like that... I don't think we've managed it. Like, I don't think we've actually made an artificial intelligence yet. But something that I do find a fascinating thought experiment is, what if we have, but we just don't know it yet because we're just not able to recognize what we've created as intelligence? because of how humans measure it. What if our metric for intelligence is fundamentally incorrect because we're only able to process quote-unquote intelligence based on the human concept of it, and that is simply not how intelligence works? I don't know. That at that point we're getting into philosophy, and yeah, if my brain's already mush just from existing today, I don't think I'm going to be able to discuss intense and deep philosophical concepts of intelligence and what it means to be human. Much as I would absolutely love to. Genuinely. I'm not saying that as sarcastically. I genuinely love those types of conversations. I don't think I have the brain power at the moment to do it. Yeah, we need to build more power generators. Upside, the enemy seems to not be coming for us yet. We need 125 for some turrets, and I absolutely want to construct them here. I don't want to overextend. I overextended once last night, and it was really funny. Well, I was playing the Imperial Guard campaign for this. And I was fighting one of the Necron maps, and I was extending down. Like, I started, like, over here on the eastern corner. Not of this map, of a different map. I'm just using this one as an example. I spawned over here on the eastern corner, and the enemy's base was down here. And there was a straight shot fucking ridge that went from my base to theirs. So I just started extending, like, I'll just take some extra territory. We'll call it good. This will be a grand old time. And then I got there and realized, oh no, the enemy is just here. Why? Why? Why is this like this? Which led to just drastic fucking confusion on my part. It was like, why are they here? That was a bad place to put that, but we're here. No, we're not here. Building that there is just a mistake. I need to build it. Yeah, here. They're building that. I'll have these guys start on more power generators, and then I'll have them build more power generators too. The only reason I constructed another one of these is because it extends my area of influence, whereas the greater summoning cores don't. It's kind of weird, but we're here. There we go. I want to keep my plasma generators away from my important buildings because when they're destroyed, if they're destroyed, they explode and do damage to surrounding buildings, including other plasma generators. The way I build them can kind of create a cascade failure that way, but at the end of the day, I would rather them be closer to each other and destroy each other than be closer to my important buildings and destroy my important buildings. Ah, yes. Wonderful. Dead in the sky. Also, this isn't our first fight against the Tau, but it's one of them. Ah, fuck off. Deal with the stealth suits. I love stealth suits. Prevent them from being alive. And destroy their commander, because, absolutely not. I have never been able to get the hang of Vespid Stingwingers in this game. They just seem bad. Alright, let's get the rest of these boys over here. There's not many of the enemy, so just deal with them. Alright. Took them long enough. Okay. 2 turrets are done over there. We're going to build another 2. Their base must just be, like, right around here. Cool. They're moving over there. Build more power. Need to build a greater summoning core for that, so let's get that built. Oh no, more Tau. Yeah, they have 2 bases. I'm not surprised by that. Though I am lightly annoyed. Alright, now back off. Gonna have them back off, and now I'm just gonna send some more groups of units up into there. Get 2 more groups of these guys. Can they detect? Nah, the only units that I have that can detect infiltrated units are my leader and my builder scarabs. Which is fair. It's I understand why it's like that. You have to balance the Necrons somehow, and if they could detect infiltrated units like no one's business, that would just kind of make them absolutely busted. More so than they are already. I'm gonna lose some of my flayed ones eventually, it's looking like. Okay. Alright, now where's a group of builders? Because I'm going to have them try and capture this. They probably already built something on it again, but I'll see. You ever get to the point of no sleep where you start not being able to focus? Also, game got canceled because the house play had it snowed in. No shit. Alright, we need to deal with one of these two bases. I have gotten to that point, actually. Where it's just like, you're just not able to focus on anything. I know that it will fuck up your sleep schedule, but try and get at least, like, an hour. Nap for a little bit or something. Like, at a certain point, like, not sleeping can become genuinely hazardous to your health. And I mean this genuinely. I care about you, and I don't want you to fucking hurt yourself. Like, even if it's only, like, a quick nap, it's better than nothing. I don't want to also just be your dad. Like, I don't want to be your dad, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I will attempt to lay down on the couch and sleep. Cool. Cool, cool. Yes, missiles are hot. Okay, does anyone need fucking reinforcement? I don't believe so. Yeah, no, we're good. I really hope that destroyer doesn't die on its way back to its home planet. Thank you for showing me where one of your bases is. Uh-oh. Hello, Fencer. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm pretty sure the destroyer lived. I have no idea. Also, let's do something real quick. Let's upgrade my fucking leader unit. There we go. Found at least one of his bases. All I want to do is get rid of one to stop a little bit of the harassment. That way I can build up the rest of my base. It'll stick around next time, and we'll call it good. Deal with the battle suit. I have played Ultimate Apocalypse, yes. I have not played it recently, admittedly. But I do have it installed with everything on fucking Soulstorm. I'm actually really looking forward to... It's not a follow-up to Ultimate Apocalypse, but it looks like an alternative called the Unification mod. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I haven't checked today. I know it's almost done, so like it's going to be coming out very soon. But from what I've been able to see about it, the Unification mod is it is a lot of what makes Ultimate Apocalypse great, but they also they also got the blah blah words. They changed the campaign around as well to work with all the new stuff they're adding. So I'm not sure when it's supposed to come out, but I think it's supposed to be coming out soon. TM. And let's just build this over here to increase my unificate. Hold up. I probably should have paused before I did that. Is it seriously out right now? Did it come out today? I'm not seeing any updates on the ModDB website. The old version of Unification is out, but they're making a new version of it with a bunch of new functionality and features. Where is it? All right, cool. How's he looking? Hey, he's fine. Yeah, like they're making a new update to it, and they're adding in like everything that's been added from like to the various codexes from the last release. So the entire update that the Necrons got is getting added, for instance. Finally giving them access to the Void Dragon Catan God. Alright, they're moving. There he is. Cool. Yeah, like it's closer to an like it's very similar to Ultimate Apocalypse in the sense that it does overhaul a lot of things, but from what I understand, Unification is going to go the extra mile and overhaul the campaign as well, which for me is why I'm really excited for it, because I love this style. Like, I love the Dark Crusade style of campaign, but Soulstorm just kind of did a couple of things that I wasn't a fan of, like taking away... Really? Where's my fucking boss man? Cool. Now keep doing what you were doing and build the turret. Really? Another one? Already? Huh? Fuck off. Why would you send a troop transport with no troops? Oh, and he's all set. Nice. There he is. Okay. Wanted to make sure Commander was alive. He should be. This is the campaign, and it's very hard to actually kill commanders in the campaign. But, okay, let's get... Do we want to wake that up? Nah, I don't really think we need to. I think that would just kind of be a win more button we don't need. I will, however, get a handful of more units. It looks like they're going pretty hard into vehicles, so I'll get something for that. Get me another Necron Warrior and 3 Heavy Destroyers. Give my enemies another vehicle to shoot at that isn't my Honor Guard Destroyer. Let's get that thing almost woken up. Keep building the turrets back at the back of the base. Upgrade the Immortal Squad. Nice. Move them on back since we got what we need. Coolio. And then we'll construct another one over here. I like to have my bases nice and set up. I have the option of persistent bases here, so it's like I'm gonna take full advantage of it. Fuck off, bot. Let me delete this message. Nah. Alright, whatever. Whatever. That's fine. Chat isn't shown on fucking stream anyway. Anyway, they're not all building something. Get over there and repair that fucking turret. This will be 18, 19, 20. Actually, get me another regular destroyer. Yeah, and that team of fucking warriors is gonna take forever. Fix up that turret nice and pretty. Ah, stealth suits. We're making an attempt. Oh, they tried making an attempt again. Alright, I need you to build anything. More power wouldn't be a bad thing. I absolutely don't need it, but it wouldn't be a bad thing. And just for defensive purposes, I'm going to build more turrets over here. Okay. Nice. And we're all set as far as units go, I'm thinking. Okay. Yeah, those guys building the fucking power generator are gonna be a hot minute, I know that much. I know my brain's in a fucking fog today. Yeah, that'll give us enough space. Cool. Which is finished? Which one? That one. Okay. Gonna build a second one of these as a redundancy measure. It's why I keep building these things too. That and they extend my reach. But I just build them up as additional defensive options. Just murder the broadside already, Jesus. And repair the one that he's been damaging. Yeah, and we're pretty much ready to go. Again, we don't need all this energy. We're just building these things because we can at this point. The more of them we have at the start of the next fight, or if we ever have a next fight in this area, the better off we are. Okay, and they're coming over to do that. Like, I doubt those things will even be done by the time I get the enemy wiped out. We'll see. They're kind of coming from both directions, but that doesn't mean they're not just in this one. I still think they're just off this way. Yeah, I would care about them capturing those things if these were like the Imperial Guard, because they can move their units between buildings. Which basically invalidates the end of the Necron stronghold mission, by the by. It's really funny. Oh, thanks for giving away your position. I think. I don't know, it seems weird that they would just have their leader and 2 broadsides down this way. Ah, I think I know why. It's because they're off in, like, this corner or something. Yeah, enemy's desperate. Shoot the big gun! Nope, nope. We want to check over here first. I'm not sure if they're over here. That one's just taking pot shots, so deal with it. We're going to check this corner first. I'm not sure if they're here, but if they are, then hey. They're either here or they're north. I think they're further north, but this is a fine place to start. Anything? Nah, it doesn't look like much. Alright, yeah. Deal with the stealth suits, because they're probably the most annoying unit they have. They're not the strongest, but they're the most annoying. Which I guess in a sense is strongest, depending on how you want to view it. The fact that I'm willing to teleport my fucking leader over there solely to deal with them should tell you a lot. Like, I personally love using the stealth suits, and I'll oftentimes do charges where I just send in a team of upgraded stealth suits to deal with my opponent. Ah, yeah, there they are. Just a little bit further north. I'm very curious as to how the AI put listening posts down on the ground with no... Like, the Tau don't get turrets. So I'm very, very curious as to how they managed to set down listening posts. where there are no turrets, where there's no actual listening post. Unless that's something they've always been able to do and I just play them bad. But I didn't think you could put a listening post where there was no listening post. Nice. I don't think we lost anyone, but we did gain another team of flayed ones. So, save and end the turn. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's not attacking. Honestly, I think I take advantage of the fact that their leader isn't at their base. And I take their base. That's kind of what I'm thinking I should do. Like, I can expand anywhere else I fucking want to after that, but that's a major boon. Or East Shan is the only... This is the only capture that I'm actually a little afraid of, because this is a very hard map. This is a hard-fought victory. It's the most entrenched out of all of them, I would say. Yeah, we're going to go for it. We're going to reinforce this, and then we're going to go for it. And a third, just to be safe. Thankfully, Ulthway, or Farseer, the fucking, the fucking Farseer, hasn't gotten their Wraith Lord. Honor Guard unit, so that's a very major boon, because that's Wraith Lords are powerful, and I'm very glad I don't have to deal with one. Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna go for Orist Shan. Let's see if we can take it. We've got him beat in the melee game, and we've got him on the ropes at the ranged game, just with the units we're dropping in with.
When the tide of war turned against the Tau, they faced attack in their stronghold in the city of Asharis, renamed Tashin by the aliens. The aliens were well entrenched, however, and ready to mount a vigorous defense. Shas Okais, the Tau military leader, made his headquarters in a mighty citadel in the city's center, forcing attackers to wend their way through the tight city streets, exposed to sniper fire and ambushes. Outlying bases in different quarters of the city supported his strategy, with Krut warriors and powerful armored units harassing attackers even further. The Tau's only strategic vulnerability was Unity Plaza, the city's main public space. A sophisticated communications tower there could potentially be used by an attacker to expose the stealth units positioned across the city. Okais knew, however, that his attacker's ultimate objective would be assassination, not conquest. Onel Shorez, a member of the mysterious ethereal caste, led the Tau forces from the citadel in Tashin. Were he to die, Tau forces would crumble. But as long as the ethereal lived, the Tau would defend Tashin against all comers.
Oh, fucking right. The only assault in the entire game that I'm actually worried about is this one. Mostly because I know that this one's also a very long assault.
Okais, are the troops ready?
Yes, Ornell. The Earthcast is completing construction of the Montkar command post. Our armored units are ready to deliver.
I like... The Necrons are winning that fight.
Groot and Bespin allies. Today, we stand as
Ah, yes.
against the selfish, the soulless, and the mad. Today, we must drive back our enemies from our city and from our world. Today, more than ever before, we fight for the greater good, and we will triumph.
Yeah, they'll certainly make the attempt. Alright. Yep. Get me more builders.
Return to the graves that spawned you, monsters. Gladly. But first, we must help you to yours.
God, I fucking love the pariahs, man. They're all... I love the interactions that the pariahs have with the fucking every other faction. They're like, yeah, alright. Sure. Like, yeah, death suits us. We'll go there once you... We'll make sure you get there first. Focus fire. Oh shit, Crudox already. Alright.
Command posts, report. Monkar command post online, Shazo. Crisis suits ready for combat.
The Kion post is safe in the crew quarter. We will defend it, Commander.
Excellent. Send strike teams at the enemy, but protect your positions.
Alright, we lost our destroyer, unsurprisingly. That usually happens. He's not exactly a strong unit as far as the honor guard goes, so he's more here for supplemental. Okay. First assault has been beaten off. Phrasing, but... phrasing. Alright. Our workers are, well, hard at work. So let's get more squads of Necron warriors. Specifically, I want to get 4, 2 per side. Alright, and now power generation is next priority. After constructing that to extend my reach just a little bit. Do your jobs. That includes you. Cool. Cool. We need to get those upgrades for our warriors ASAP. I'm going to use the fact that this area actually has fucking regular ass angles and such to my advantage when I'm building. Once we have the power generation necessary, I'll further upgrade my Necron boys. Because that's going to be the biggest thing we got to do. Is get... Because the Necron warriors are powerful, but they need the upgrades first. But, because there's no enemy general here, we're looking mighty fine as far as this fight goes. This is going to be easier because their general isn't here. Magnificent. Just gonna monitor my boys, make sure they're doing all right. Cool. We're starting to get them beaten out by numbers. Two more of these, and then we will get the next upgrade for our warriors, or the first upgrade for our warriors. I want to move the defending units back a little bit. That way the enemy is more likely to start taking shots from the... I should probably destroy that one and move it further out. What are we at as far as that cost? 80. $200. We'll have that in a second, and then our warriors will be a nigh unstoppable force, and the second one will just make them an actually unstoppable force. Just gotta get there. Then we're going to build this other turret a little bit further out from where I had built it previously. I'm going to build it closer to in line with this one. There we go. That spot works better. Turrets out a little bit further from the listening posts, forcing the enemy to get closer if they want to destroy the listening posts. Or at least destroy this one. Not sure if it's a good tactical move, but I have convinced myself at this point that it is, so we do it. Okay. Let's fortify that obelisk. We've gotten our first upgrade of that, so we're looking pretty on our Necron warriors. They will now be doing significantly more damage to the enemy. I think the enemy's starting with a lot of the upgrades that they would ordinarily get to their shit. Alright, so that's what that is. And we absolutely want to get this built as... we want our leader to be a little stronger than he already is. He doesn't need to be stronger, but we want him to be. Okay, let's fortify this obelisk as well. Destroy the Montca command post. Destroy. We're actually going to go, not for either of those first. We're going to go for the relic right here. We want to take that point so that we reveal all of the... well, so we reveal all the stealth suits on the map. We don't have the means of mass detection. So ensuring that we're able to detect them at all is kind of necessary. Oh, who's being attacked? That's fine. Fine on both counts. We're good. Yeah, see? We're fine. All we needed was the one upgrade to our Necrons, and they were all set to go. Come on, hit 300. There we go! Alright. All we need for this thing to do is for it to get back up into the first stage, and then once it's there, a lot of different options open up to us. For instance, being able to upgrade the power grid so that we don't actually need to just keep building generators. Come on, baby. Make my monster grow! There it is. No! I want to make my Lord immortal. There we go. Now he is significantly harder to kill. More generators, really? Huh. No. I will not build more generators. Greater Summoning Core, which we are currently building. Okay. looking pretty good so far. I think what I'm going to do, I've done this for the last couple of takes that I've done of any fucking bases or strongholds. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in a group of heavy destroyers. 3, 6. I don't really have the vehicle cap to make that work. Which one's this? Alright, so this one is the... that's just a crew shaping center. This is one of the command posts, and this is the other one. Don't remember which is which, though. This is upgrading, so once this is done, yeah, we're going to make a beeline through the streets. Cannot go that way. Through the streets and around over to here so that we can take the square and take the relic right here. So travel up. Actually, this way would be the more direct route. Yeah. We'll send them up this way here, the road on the left. Send them up. We'll send in 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We'll send in a strike team of that. Nope, not enough power. There we go. And I'll have them destroy the buildings so that I can destroy buildings and try and take out as much of the infantry as they can, because these guys are faster than my regular units. My regular units would just be like the pot shots all the way down the line. It'll just be pot shots. If I can avoid that, I would very much like to. Cool. Give this thing a anti-infantry. Okay. Grab those two. There's not really much more research to do, so let's get these guys. We're going to start up with our raiding assault. We're not really going to I guess I could send these guys to take out the command posts, but I'm not really... Yep, I know. They're going to be harassed the entire way to the square. That's fine. I was expecting this. Come on, deal with their barracks. There's no point killing their units if their barracks are still there. This is actually going to be a really useful area to bring my leader up into, because I can just have him res all of these units that are down right here. They weren't technically ever mine, but I can res them. Technically, I could do that with the Tomb Spider.
Strike teams, choose your targets and attack.
That's why you bring Tomb Spiders, and that's why Tomb Spiders are really good. They act as mobile spawning platforms. Deal with the fucking thing and destroying the spider, Jesus. Cool, and it's just going to go back to harvesting, which is fine by me, because I'm going to send a group of workers. There's a lot of ways that Necrons can break their own unit cap, and I love it. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. Nah. Oh well. This Tomb Spider did its job. And that was spawning a lot of boys.
For the greater good.
Like, it spawned me a bunch of free squads of guys. Also, I just realized that I did hardcore go the wrong way, but... it was worth. I think it was worth, at least. Even if my Tomb Spider dies. I'm actually going to see if I can get it back to base in one piece. I doubt it, but we'll see. Nope, Tomb Spider died on the way back to its home planet. Use the communications tower to reveal... this won't be great, but it'll be fine. Unfortunately, my destroyers got here before my other units did. Like the rest of them. So it's like, this could have gone better, but it's fine. It's fine. We have one. Nah, Pathfinders are weak. Take care of the Fire Warriors first. Right. Eliminate the battle suits and just keep on going. Even if this offensive dies, I'm not going to be sad about it. They've made very good headway. Just fucking shit like the Hammerheads are genuinely a nightmare to try and deal with in the best of situations. They're very powerful units. So coming in here with a small squad and being able to do what I've done is actually very impressive. Like, I'm impressed with how well this group of warriors has done. Deal with the unit spawners first, and then deal with the units. Where's my leader at? There he is. Start moving. Oh, what the fuck?
The enemy has taken the Unity Plaza communications array.
I did? Well,
Sigma, they are targeting the array to disrupt your stealth fields. Fall back.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. I just didn't think I had captured it already. Really?
For the greater good.
I'm sending both of my teams of scarabs over there because odds are one of them will survive. One team will survive to get there. Let's get another team of boys. Since that was very useful last time, I'll send a tomb spider. Oh. Probably gonna lose this squad of guys. That's gonna suck. Let's scare boys and then raise some from the dead, I guess. What? What? Fuck off. Come on. Getting sick of that shit. Well, now I need to buy all my fucking workers again. I'm gonna tell you what. This time I'm gonna send them up here. Also, that mass resurrection got me another squad of boys. So this time, I'm going to send in my scarabs with a squad of fucking destroyers and such, and I'm going to monitor their progress to ensure they actually make it. Just need one more team of builders and we'll be ready to go. Alright, start moving out. The entire goal here, really, fuck off. Just keep fucking moving.
For the greater good.
Thankfully, my builders reveal these guys for me, so I'm not worried about that. They are sending a crew tox. Or no, a fucking Greater Narlock. That's stinky, but...
Looks like we're in for a fight.
God fucking damn it. A hammerhead? Really? That was not there before. Come on. Why are my builders trying to fight?
Don't let the prey get away.
Just keep fucking moving. I just need to get them to this fucking area so that I can start building up. Once I proper take this place... Take and hold.
Watch your flanks.
All right. Okay, good. It is harvesting the bodies. Good thing is I can just create whatever I want.
Team leaders, engage the enemy.
Ah, that sucks. I tried to reinforce them, but the game wouldn't fucking let me. Or rather, it didn't select them when I tried to. Yeah, you see why I said I was worried about this fucking assault? Out of all of them, this is the only one I would classify as legitimately annoying, no matter what difficulty you play it on. Okay, perfect. Finally, we have captured this point, which means we can do what I wanted to do up here in the first place, which is construct a forward base. Really? Okay. Next goal is we're going to be going over to... Yeah, C. Yeah, see, this is where it gets really fucking annoying in my opinion. Like, the constant fucking crew, like, Greater Narlocks, really? Great. Not even going to be able to hold that in safety. Now get back on the move, going to where I want you to fucking go. Jesus. I want to take out one of these command posts before I fucking do anything else. God, Why? Why are you going all the way around? You can hit him from here. It's like the AI has no idea what it's fucking doing with its pathing. Like, see, you can hit him. You can fucking hit him right there. Why are you going around? Like, no! Stop! Jesus! Fuck! How do you design pathing this bad? No, stop trying to go around! This is why I hate this fucking map. It breaks pathing. It's like, attack this thing. Can't attack it. Yes, you can. You are literally attacking it right now. Can't attack it. Also, don't you love how taking the fucking communications tower does nothing? Oh, it'll reveal infiltrated units. No, it doesn't. Just shoot it from where you are. Jesus fuck. Nope, you know what? I'm fucking done. I'm done trying to attack those things. Fuck it, they can keep damaging us. My goal is the fucking command post. Are you serious? I don't fucking care. I don't have the energy to care. I love this game, but shit like this is just fucking annoying. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Once I get at least one of these command posts destroyed, that'll free up a lot for me to just kind of expand a little more.
They're in the quarter. The Kion command post is gone.
Do not surrender to despair. We have many forces left yet.
What? Oh, come on. Really? Just keep walking. I literally don't care. Like, oh no, there are enemies in a place that I don't have to go anymore attacking me? I don't care. The only thing I care about is the fact that that tomb spider is going to respawn there if I try and get another tomb spider. Place any unit beside it, and it's yours. And it reveals infiltrated units, except it doesn't! Use its reveal... Ah, because I have to specifically reveal thing. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Sorry that I've gotten just really fucking annoyed with this entire fight. But, like, this one is just genuinely the one, like, out of every faction in the game, I hate this fight the most. It's just annoying. Okay. Get me Nightbringer research. Now I'm going to use this thing to spawn just more destroyers. Wow, you really need to have units fucking close to that thing to make it work, don't you? That's silly. get ourselves the last couple of units that we want to have access to over here. Alright, and that is everybody. That means the final offensive is upon us. Like, using this thing is such a fucking cumbersome time because I have to deselect and then reselect all of my units. Unless I can do this. Nope. Can't just select the building along with everything else. Really? Okay, so they're not going to shoot them regardless. So there's literally no point to capturing that thing in the middle. At all. Like, it will do nothing for you if you capture it. Don't even bother. Don't even try. The only reason you should try and get to that center is to capture the relic. Got it. Understood. That was a terrific waste of time, then. Come on.
Take heart, fire warriors. The greater good shall prevail.
That was weird. My intent is to search the rest of this fucking upper area. To ensure that I won't get fucking pincered on my way through to try and capture their base. Because of course there's more guys up here. Where's my fucking leader? Jesus, get... Get over here! What the fuck? Like, why? This entire map is just designed to break the pathing that this game has. And I don't understand it. Like, have you guys ever seen such a poorly designed map in an RTS? Because or rather, such poorly designed fucking pathing in an RTS? Because I haven't. Like, look at this. He's just fucking standing there. Like, half the time, he just fucking stands there and doesn't actually do anything. And it's like, what is he doing? What is his, like, what is wrong with his AI that he's not moving? I don't fucking get it. Let's reinforce the one squad that actually needs it. Then we'll wait for our troops to fucking reconvene before we start heading slowly up the road. Because for some reason, the AI really wants to go, like, single file around corners. Like they take the shortest path to a destination, even if that path makes no sense. And then you just get a couple of guys to just stand still for no reason, while everyone else around behind them is trying to move. It's like, what's happening? Why is this happening? Who programmed this to be how this works? I don't get it. Ugh. Fuck. I swear I don't usually get this annoyed at this game. Today's an exception. My brain's kind of mush. Once we're done with this round, I think I'm actually gonna call it for the day. I might do more. I don't know. It may be because I didn't take my vitamins. Like, I take a vitamin D supplement, and I didn't take it this morning, so that may have something to do with it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna try and have... Okay, so they can. No! Why? You see what I mean by the pathing? It's like he could hit them. He could hit them without issue. But he paths to attack them in melee, and it's like, why are you doing that? You already have a shot. Like, it's fine. Like, this is an assassination mission, and I have the Nightbringer.
These creatures have no souls at all.
Nope, take out the fucking bodyguard squad. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a lot of these teams, but that's okay. What is that noise? I think one of them. The fuck? Is that my roommate just making a bunch of noise up there? I'm gonna go see what the fuck that noise is. Sorry, I thought someone was knocking on the door. Sorry about that. My roommate's vacuuming. I didn't realize that's what he was doing. It sounded like someone was knocking on the door. All right.
They are inside the citadel. Crisis suits, attack.
More crisis suits? How many of these things do I have to deal with? Oh well, we've got this one at this stage, like there's no question. The Nightbringer's almost off of cooldown, and turns out a Necron Warrior spam will typically do the trick. Nope, kill their ethereal. And destroy their headquarters. And the moment the ethereal dies, it causes a, literally in this case, global fucking morale loss.
Is dead. We cannot win. Fall back now. All forces, fall back. Evacuate the city.
Good lord, that fight was annoying. So annoying.
We will return on El to Tau for burial. There is nothing left for us here.
And the Tau are no more.
In the clash between the young Tau Empire and the ancient evil of the Necrons, antediluvian determination won out over youthful exuberance. For all the tactical skill of Commander Okais, the Necron wave was unstoppable, and they purged Asharis just as they had all other regions before it. The retreat of the Tau forces left the remaining civilian population of Asharis unprotected from the Necron purge. Once their cold-blooded slaughter completed, however, the Necrons simply abandoned the city and its surrounding communities to the soldiers. Automated vid systems still broadcast images from the desolate streets. The bleached bones of Tau, Kroot, and humans lying still in the ash-strewn streets.
Yeah. All right. Now we have choices of where we want to go next. First off, however, we lost 2 of our honor guard. So let us fix that. If I had to take a guess, I imagine the Farseer is going to start getting hella fucking aggressive. Thankfully, I have reinforced this place a bit against attack, so it should be able to hold off against her. Warp Spider's concerning. How in the fuck... See, this is something that also confuses me. How in the world do they keep building up their honor guard if they don't have the territories that would give them those units? Like, the Warp Spider isn't given by any of these 3. Like, none of these 3 give the Warp Spider as an honor guard unit, so why in the world is she still able to generate those units? Doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I think I'm gonna actually... Nah, we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it here. Today's gonna be shorter than what I usually stream, purely because that fight was really annoying, and my mood is soured a little bit, and I don't want to carry that negativity into any other maps today. Like, no one wants to come into a stream and hear the streamer getting genuinely mad at something, right? So, gonna call it for the day. It's been a great day. We made a lot of, we wiped out 2 more factions. We have 1 more to go. And I may honestly just kind of fuck with her and go through and just take it. I think I want to take forward base. I really think I want to take that. Forward base is a really useful point to hold because it really drastically speeds up what I'm able to do as the Necrons. But that's going to be for next time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will see y'all next time. Peace and be safe.